will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
On the double.
Looking for space. It's Barry. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night night sky for the first time. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The give to the back. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get to him as he throws. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Brown has it. Got enough for the first down. Open space at the 25. Chased out of bounds. What a big play there. They'll mark it at the 47.
There's a lot of different ways to generate explosive plays. This offense likes to do it on the ground because they've got difference makers, including that guy right there.
And that difference was made for sure in the defense. This is why you need the relentless pursuit. First guy misses, you got to have another one ready.
And so if you're on offense, man, force feed.
Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Here's the pressure. Finds his man. It's Berry. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback that he'll take the deep shot. A full dive to haul that one in.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. The give to the lone running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quick handoff. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Got the first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Corners are going to bail. Give to the running back. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Dyer. Looking to the big tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Downfield and
incomplete. The defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Snags it up the 30 and still running. Touchdown LSU! Once he got some room, it was over.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. It out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He'll pull it down. Unleashes one. He's got him wide open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. He's got it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Timeout, Arizona State.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quarterback making checks. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. Looking left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the quarterback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. LSU right back to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Get this drive started from their own 26. The give on the counter. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the counter. The ball pops out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. After the run, now the throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. Crosses the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Here's a quick throw out to the left.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Brings up third down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, going up top. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Pulls and fired complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. Direct snap. Running into the open space. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State. A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. Under fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. LSU quick to the line. They'll try the run. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. LSU lining up first and goal. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. through the air. It's Dyer. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that's a first down for the offense.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up.